Kia mates, Angie B here with today's vlog. And in today's vlog, I get to talk about my guilty music pleasures. Now, these are considered guilty because a lot of the Taco Bell gang, namely Jason and Molly, are slightly snobbish when it comes to music. And if it's not like fantastic music with great songwriting and awesome musicality or something, they tend to give me a hard time if I like it. So, music like Sufjan Stevens, Rilo Kiley, Queens of the Stone Age, Ben Folds, Beatles, that stuff's perfectly acceptable among my real life friends. But I really like emo punk rock, okay? Fall Out Boy, Paramore, My Chemical Romance, Panic at the Disco. I love them a lot. Those are the CDs that get the most rotation in my car when I'm driving by myself and I don't have to worry about anybody's opinions, because for me their music is so fun. The titles are hilarious. I mean, Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy both have great song titles. Panic's got song titles like Lying's the Most Fun a Girl Can Have Without Taking Her Clothes Off, I Eat Tacks for Snacks and Nails for Dinner. Fall Out Boy's got names like I'm Like a Lawyer with the Way I'm Always Trying to Get You Off, The Afterlife of the Party, The Carpal Tunnel of Love. And I just love them because they're snarky and they're goofy and their song lyrics are so inventive. I really feel like they're inventive because they find some really awesome way to slip in crazy rhymes and metaphors and turns of phrases, and for me, that's good songwriting. I mean, it may not sustain the test of time the way that the Beatles have, but I still think it's really good songwriting. At least it's fun to sing along to, especially when you've got the music up like full notch and the windows are down and you're driving through Peoria. I find that quite enjoyable. I like Paramore because you very rarely get female lead singers, especially in punk rock bands. I really like Haley. I like Paramore a lot. I like My Chemical Romance, and I don't care if they seem like a bunch of douchebags. I know a lot of people among my real life friends, and even people online think that they're kind of douchebags, or that they're just all about the eyeliner and the ridiculous costumes and stuff, but I like their music. I really like The Black Parade. I feel like it is a real, rock opera. It's got a story to it. I love any time a band tries to make, a concept album that tells a story or has a theme to it. So the fact that they did a whole album about a guy that was dying of cancer, I thought that was quite admirable. And I love all the songs. I love that they all kind of go together and they feel epic and rousing and stuff. I really like Panic at the Disco. I like them with the exclamation point in the name, man. I don't care if it's pretentious or ridiculous or weird. I like it. I like their new stuff too, even though it's a lot more subdued and folksy than their first album. I still like them. I really love Fall Out Boy. Fall Out Boy is one of my favorite bands ever. I mean, they're still considered a guilty pleasure just because a lot of my friends give me a hard time if I mention that I like Fall Out Boy or if I sing one of the songs around them. But I really like Fall Out Boy. They're from Chicago, so I feel kind of like, yeah, I represent. Even though I live 2 hours south of Chicago, I still feel kind of like, yeah, they're my band. I found out about Fall Out Boy when I was in high school, okay? I was a sophomore in high school, and my friend Kara Jo, who was always very up on the music scene, especially the local music scene, introduced me to Fall Out Boy. Their first album, Take This to Your Grave, which had just come out. And nobody knew about Fall Out Boy. And me and Carol loved them, and we had all their songs memorized, and it was so great. And I thought they were amazing. And then I got so excited when their second album, From Under the Cork Tree, kind of took off. And then they just became this huge household name, and everybody knows about them, and I love it. I love that they took their name from a Simpsons character, Radioactive Man and Fall Out Boy. I love their songwriting. I love the beats. They've got some great music if you just want to dance or just bounce around in your car. I love it. I really like Andy Stump, the lead singer. I really like Andy's voice. Even though I'm kind of like whatever to Pete Wentz and the whole getting married to Ashley Simpson thing. I mean, I don't care. I try not to pay attention to personal lives of singers. As long as they make music that I like, I don't care what sort of people they are in real life. If they're nice people to boot, like a lot of the, Paul McCartney, awesome guy, George Harrison, so nice. That's even better. But I really don't care. If they're assholes in real life, I don't want to know about it. I just want to enjoy their music. So I don't care if Fall Out Boy are a bunch of douches because I love their music. I also really like Coheed and Cambria, and I'm going to add them in here just because they're kind of more screamo, metal, emo, rock stuff. And I know Jason gives me a hard time if I mention I like Coheed and Cambria, but I love Coheed and Cambria because they make some of the most epic music ever. Their music sounds like it's some soundtrack from some crazy fantasy sci-fi film. I love it. I'm sure that you guys have heard some of their songs, especially Welcome Home, which was in the first trailer for 9. Awesome music! They make some of the best music ever. And even though they do a lot of screaming in their songs, and I'm not usually a big fan of screaming, I'm fine with that, because I like the lead singer's voice when he's not screaming, and I love the music. It's just epic, it's stirring, it's like passionate music that you can just get behind. And I know that Alki will agree with me, and Kat will agree with me, that they just make some awesome music. Oh, I love Coheed and Cambria so much. I like a lot of other music that's kind of more guilty pleasure-y type stuff. I've been listening to the radio a lot lately, which is not normal for me. And I've been listening to, like, Shakira's new song, She-Wolf, I like, even though, I like Shakira because she has such a unique voice. You don't really hear anybody with a voice like that. And I like a lot of the kind of more rap sort of stuff lately, which is really embarrassing for me. I don't really like to admit that, what's that one song? That they take the hide-and-seek snippet from Imogen Heap and they put it into the song. I don't even know what the name of the song is, but I actually kind of like that song, and it's in large part because they took snippets from hide-and-seek. I even kind of like Kanye West's music. I really hate to admit that, because I think Kanye is a douche. I don't give a shit about, what he did to Taylor Swift, because I don't really care for Taylor Swift's music. I'm pissed that he was so mean to a 19-year-old girl who had just won an award. That was really shitty, and he's an asshole for doing that. But I'm not a real big fan of Taylor Swift, so I'm not going to get impassioned about it. But I do know that Kanye is a huge douche, and that's one situation where, knowing that the guy is such an asshole, I feel even worse for kind of enjoying his music. But like his first album, and he took snippets, he sampled really great songs like Daft Punk's Harder, Better, Stronger, Faster. I love that song, and I really like that he slipped it into Stronger, and actually, it worked in the song, and I liked it. So I'm really guilty and ashamed for admitting that I kind of like Kanye West music. Not so much the recent stuff because of all the voice modulation crap, which I just don't like at all, but I kind of like Kanye West. But I'm definitely not going to buy any of his albums. I'm not even going to download any of his albums. I think I have Stronger on my computer, and that's about it. That's all I really need. I like 30 Seconds to Mars, because yes, Jared Leto is very pretty. And I think their music videos are really artistic and gorgeous, and I love that they make little mini movies. I like their music. I like the music, I like the lyrics, I like that you can scream along to it when you're having a really pissy day. It's great music to listen to if you're really angry about things, but I really like 30 Seconds to Mars. Basically, if it's emo and punk or screamo sort of stuff, I'll give it a try. I won't admit it in mixed company that I like it, but I do enjoy that music. That is some stuff that gets regular play on my computer and in my car. If you guys have any recommendations for me, any music that you think would be up my alley, kind of Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, Coheed and Cambria-esque, send it my way. I'd love to try out some new music. So that's the vlog for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Check you later.